always wanted to fly.
Capturing the dream. A new chapter in the adventure of flight. Skyhawk.
It's not your father's Skyhawk.
Slip into the left seat and into the future as you study a comprehensive panel including the most technologically advanced avionics available.
The instrument panel and the controls are laid out more for a pilot.
The better your avionics, the easier it is to fly the airplane and enjoy the trip.
I think the avionics are terrific. The GPS is an excellent piece of equipment.
I mean, that GPS is just like dying and going to heaven.
Special options include navcoms, digital ADF, GPS, and autopilot.
The lighting within the instruments, the lighting from behind, and the lighting all across inside the eyebrow.
The instrument lighting and the pen lighting is excellent.
They're excited with the avionics that the airplane has.
I'm very impressed with the new instrument panel.
The sleek, soundproof cabin is quiet. Very, very quiet. All 4 ergonomically shaped seats adjust vertically and horizontally, as well as recline.
These seats were very comfortable in the time I've flown in it. I didn't notice any fatigue, and they're adjustable.
The seats are much more comfortable.
And I think it'll improve their performance, their comfort, and especially on long trips.
The comfort and safety fit hand in glove as you buckle up the inertia reel shoulder harness and seatbelt. There's an extended shelf in back. Plenty of room for full-sized luggage or golf clubs.
The luggage compartment is so convenient to have it right there on the side, and it's not far to reach back to put it in the second compartment.
These new vents work very, very well.
While it works well in cooling, you don't have noise involved with it.
The 4-place built-in intercom.
Everybody uses them and everybody wears the headset normally.
It has a lot to do with passenger comfort, if they're able to hear what's happening.
Under the cowling, you'll find a new fuel-injected Textron Lycoming IO360 engine that runs much quieter and eliminates carburetor ice problems completely.
Well, we're here at 4,500 feet field elevation, and it does seem to accelerate and climb a bit faster.
And the fuel injection, of course, especially in the mountain area up here with the varying temperatures, is going to be a lot better.
Everything about the new Skyhawk says that the world's leading general aviation plane maker has pushed the limits of what you can expect in a brand new aircraft.
Within a week from the time that we put up the billboard, he showed up at our counter.
I finally reached a point in my life where I no longer buy used cars, and I like new things.
And said, I've been thinking about learning how to fly for years. And today I drove up the highway, I saw your new sign, and I turned into the airport. So I'm here, let's do it.
And my flight instructor one day when I was flying, he says, "Have I got a plane for you?"
And he said, I don't like to buy used things. What can I buy that's new?
And I asked him what it was, and he says, well, there's this brand new 172 that the company's bought, and it'll be available about the time you've got your license. And before the day was over with, I bought the airplane.
This Skyhawk shatters the memory of its predecessor with technology so advanced, it redefines what you can expect of any aircraft in its class.
So I'll use it for business, and I'll use it for fun. My kids love it.
And every Skyhawk we make comes with the convenience of the world's largest network of service stations, Cessna authorized service stations, and the comprehensive coverage of our 2-year spinner-to-tail warranty.
In Cessna financing, they're so easy to work with.
It's a comfortable airplane for someone that wants to not only learn how to fly in it, but to buy that airplane and to keep it.
With the terms, it's real reasonable, and especially when you figure the depreciation and the other tax advantages in owning versus just paying a rental fee.
Independence. It's what you feel in your hands when you take the controls of a new Skyhawk. It's also where every new Skyhawk comes from, a place called Independence, Kansas.
I was impressed with the Independence factory. And it's new from the ground up.
They treated me like $1 million.
They can't believe how clean the facility is. That's their first impression, is it's a really clean facility.
And it was fascinating to see the process, to stand up there on the ramp above the factory where you can see where they take sheet metal, and out on the other end comes out finished airplanes.
Simply the best people make a very special Cessna with a new enthusiasm
99.999% perfect.
and a great depth of experience. The new Cessna Skyhawk.
Has just gotten the attention of the whole aviation community.
When I was a little boy, I never had any idea that I would own a brand new airplane and I would go to the factory and pick it up. You know, someone like me that's not wealthy can afford a new airplane.
Skyhawk. This is where your dream of flying takes off in a whole new direction.
Now this new 182 of mine now is something. Even though I've had new airplanes before, I've never been more excited than I am now.
Welcome to the all-new Cessna Skylane. More durable, efficient, and comfortable than it has ever been in a long history of performance and value.
It's such a sound airplane. It feels strong, it feels solid, and the performance of it is probably the #1 thing to me.
This Skylane takes the adventure of getting away from it all to a whole new level of flying excitement. And the best part is, it's a Cessna.
The Forest Service back here, when they fly their people in or out or do fire patrol, they insist on Skylanes.
A 4-place airplane with the range and useful load to go virtually anywhere with all your passengers and their luggage. Take a good look at this Skylane, and you'll find it's a completely new airplane with all the technological advancements that have made Cessna the aviation leader it is today.
Oh, it's got power to spare.
Starting under the cowling with a new fuel-injected Textron Lycoming IO540 engine that develops 230 horsepower at just 2,400 RPM. That's a lot of performance without a lot of noise.
The GPS in the 182 is laid out in a real convenient manner to incorporate into your scan, and I think it's a real useful tool, and coupled with the autopilot in IFR conditions or VFR, I think it provides a great layout and makes flying much easier.
A standard equipment package that includes everything you need for IFR flight. Dual nav comms, glide slope, a VFR moving maps GPS, it's all here, mounted in an all-metal panel with backlit instruments behind non-glare glass.
I like the interior, the phone jacks in the corners.
You might expect to see an all-new cabin in an all-new Skylane, and you won't be disappointed. All the seats are contoured and fully adjustable with separate ventilation portals for all 4 seats. All the seats are also equipped with inertia reel shoulder harnesses and seat belts, with individually controlled cabin lights overhead. Take a good look back here. Lots of space for carry-on baggage should come in handy the next time you want to bring your clubs.
The luggage compartment of the 182 provides ample room for all the supplies that we need to take, and it's real easy to load and unload out of.
One pleasant surprise you won't be able to see is the soundproofing with which we've surrounded the cabin.
They've mentioned that it's going to be quieter, and I can see where it's going to be quieter.
In fact, The Skylane is so quiet, you may not need the standard intercom system.
And the 182 comes with the 4-place intercom, and I wouldn't have an airplane without it.
And no matter how far you fly with your new Skylane, you're never too far from the world's largest network of service stations. Cessna authorized service stations.
It's a great airplane, we think, with the carrying capacity and the time to Portland, where a large amount of our work is in the Portland area. We can be down there in just over an hour. And the great part of it is it allows me to be back home the same night, if I can get my work done, to be home with my family.
Take a lot of comfort along for the ride in the form of our 2-year spinner-to-tail warranty. The new Skylane is built at an all-new 400,000 square foot manufacturing plant we built in a town called Independence, Kansas. We've assembled an experienced, enthusiastic team there, a team that is simply the best. You've been waiting a long time for someone to build an aircraft like this, a large 4-place Cessna with the very latest in fun-to-fly performance and comfort features. Some things are worth the wait.
One word for the 182 to me, I think, would be outstanding. If you looked under outstanding in the dictionary, it just might say a 182.
When you fly the brand new Cessna Skylane, you'll be glad the wait is over.